On April 9th, 1940, the Nazis invaded Norway. 62 days later, the government surrendered. The king and his government fled to London, and a puppet government was installed in its place, led by this guy, Vidkun Quisling. Hitler was obsessed with Norway. He wanted to turn it into an Aryan utopia. As part of that, Quisling started targeting Norway's schools. He demanded that every teacher join a government union, which would require updating their curriculum, advocating for pro-Nazi values, and pledging their loyalty. Teachers came together and decided that they needed to come up with a plan of resistance. Every teacher in the country would be invited to protest by signing this statement and on the same day mailing it to the Department of Education. On February 20th, 1942, 90% of the country's teachers did that. 10,000 teachers turned out to resist, not just risking their livelihoods, but also their lives. This is a powerful example of moral courage, which is the ability to do the right thing even when it's hard. And I want to teach you how to find yours. The first mistake that we make is believing that morally courageous people are not afraid. They're terrified, just like you are, but they have something you don't. They have something that matters to them more than their fear. The only thing that is powerful enough to help you rise above your fear are your values. Values like justice, equality, compassion. That's what drove the teachers. They had something that mattered to them more than their fear. The second quality of moral courage is that most people don't start with big actions like this. They have to build their moral muscle first. The teachers started resisting by wearing pins of the royal family, and then when that was banned, they switched to paper clips. They allowed their students to push back against Nazi officials who showed up in the classroom. What that means for you is that you need to start figuring out how to use your moral muscle today. Where are you not honoring your values right now, and what action could you take to remedy that? Finally, moral courage doesn't happen alone. After the teachers mailed in their letters, Quisling meted out punishment. He closed the schools, but the parents of the country responded, sending over 200,000 letters demanding that they be reopened again. Then Quisling escalated it. He arrested 1,000 teachers, and once again, their community made it possible for them to keep going. They raised money to support their families so that they didn't have to worry about their survival when they were imprisoned. Eventually, Quisling sent 500 of these teachers to a concentration camp in the north. When the Norwegians heard about this, thousands of them lined up next to the train tracks to cheer and sing to them and to give them food to take with them. A month later, Quisling realized he was fighting a losing battle. There was too much community support for their cause. He ended up releasing the teachers, though tragically one of them died in the concentration camp. By November, all of the surviving teachers had returned to their classrooms, which, thanks to their moral courage, would remain free of Nazi ideology. And Quisling, well, now his name is used to describe traitors.